Yeah.
Mr. Heine.
Yes.
I don't know if you mentioned it in the last episode because I was not there for that one, but you mentioned something in the forums, I think it was, where you did something miraculous when you had a week off or a day off or something.
Oh my goodness. Everyone mark your calendars. Yes, I did. Okay. I have some very, very big news.
Lay it on us.
Okay. I did something. Now, I was sick for like a week. I took a week off of work. I've already mentioned this last week and this and that. So I had some time to do things. And I sat there and I put Lord of the Rings that I still have here in my hand. Hold on, in my hand.
Is that my shit?
Yeah, yours. Yeah, you let me borrow or own or have, or I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. In my hand, I put it in my hand, and I also looked up on my computer Skyrim, and I had them both right in front of me. And I'm sitting here, my nose is running, I'm coughing, I'm hacking up shit, and I'm going, I'm gonna do one of these. I'm gonna do it, folks. What did I do?
Skyrim?
I popped in Skyrim.
Nice.
After owning it for what, 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
Was it still opened, or was it unopened, or what?
I have it on Steam. I bought it on sale.
Oh, Steam. Okay.
So I put in Skyrim. Now I want to talk about this, okay? And I'll try to keep this kind of short and sweet. But this is kind of this is quite a moment here. All right. So now everyone knows I'm not huge into the RPGs. Okay. So we've been talking about it forever. Pete's like, please play it. This is a great one to get into. I'm going to go in and do it. So I installed it and I launched it and I started playing it. And I want to say a disclaimer up front to everybody. Okay. Keep in mind that, this is coming from somebody who doesn't play a lot of these games. I have a very open mind. Unlike most people who just want to shut it down and not go to it, I have an open mind. I want to play this game. I want to get into it. I want to figure this out, okay? Because it's great. I like it. Keep that in mind. Here is my experience with Skyrim. So, first of all, the game's beautiful on PC. It looks incredible. And I love how mouse wheel will let you go from third person. You can scroll all the way back to first person. I love that. Sometimes I want to be third person running around the hills. Sometimes I want to be first person. That's great. So I take the ride, whatever. I escape that village or whatever because there's flying dragons and shit everywhere. So I get out of there. And now, excuse me, I don't know all the names of everything, okay? So I don't like memorize. I know that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to really get into it, but I don't know all that shit, okay? So bear with me. So anyway, I don't get my head cut off. I escape the dragon with my little dude friend or whatever. We're going through the caves. We get out of the caves. We go to the city or that town. We talk to like his family or his friends or whatever. They're like, oh, do this and this and this. I'm feeling pretty good. Like, okay, I got a purpose. I got something to do here. This is great. I love the map. I love the compass. I love that up there. Kind of shows me where to go. Shows me where things are. All right. Point of reference. I need that. Thank you. That's great. So then I go to this other big town, right, with the big castle. And we talk to this wizard and some other guy. You guys following me? You know where I'm at?
No, you can beg this up, man. This is like, where the hell are you?
You guys don't know where this is?
Kind of.
Yeah, I know.
It's right after. This is the beginning of the game, right? You almost get your head cut off.
Do you go down the hill and you kind of go into this big wide open plain and there's like this castle and
it's like a city, like a town.
Yeah, it's surrounded by a big fence, right?
Yeah. And then at the top, there's this huge castle.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you're supposed to go to this castle to talk to this guy about that you saw dragons or whatever. You're supposed to tell him, I saw dragons and the city needs you or whatever, right? All right, so you kind of follow me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone's like, fuck, I'm lost.
Well,
okay.
You have to forgive me. This was 207 hours ago.
Oh, right. Well, this is the beginning of the game. I'm like 2 hours into it. Okay. So anyway, I go to the city and I go to this big ass castle up there in the sky, it looks like. And I go in there and I talk to this like king or whatever, whoever he is. And he's like, oh, yeah, you need to go, if the city needs my help, then, we need to help. You need to talk to this wizard. So I go next door to the room over there. And I talk to this wizard guy. He didn't make really a lot of sense to me, but he's got some sort of shit he needs or whatever that I need to go get. He tells me to go to some city. I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to go to the city for this wizard. I feel pretty good. I got a purpose. I got somewhere to go. It's on my map, right? So then I leave. Now, this took me about an hour. I know. It took me about an hour to get to here. And then I was like, okay, I got to go eat dinner. So I went and ate dinner, got distracted, came back to the game a few days later. I load it back up, and it just puts me right outside the castle, like, go. I'm like, oh, shit, I forgot where I'm supposed to go. I'm like, oh, well, there's a little marker on my thing, So So I'll just go walk into it. I'll just go to it, whatever. I start walking, do. I'm fucking walking. I'm walking. Fuck, I'm walking. And then I encounter, I don't know, some enemies, and they fucking hit me once and they kill me. I walked for like 15 minutes to this marker that I couldn't get to. And I died. And what does it do? Boom, puts me right back in front of the fucking castle doors. I'm like, okay, all right, cool, I can do this. I'm going again.
Are you sure this is where you got to go?
Well, Pete, you know what? I'm learning. I'm learning the game. So I'm like, there's the marker on my map. I'm going. I go down there. And then I see this guy with a horse. And I walk up to the horse. And it's this dude, horse and carriage. And he's like, hire the horse. Like, yeah, fuck yeah. I'm supposed to take the taxi. I'm not supposed to walk this shit. So anyway, I asked him, he's like, where do you want to go? And it has like 5 different cities. I'm like, oh, I don't remember the name of it. How am I supposed to remember the name of the city where I'm supposed to go? I don't know. It was like 2 days ago. So I'm like, well, any one of these has to be closer to where I'm at now. So I pick one. And it takes me, 20 shillings or whatever. And we go to some other place. And I get out. And my marker's still up there, so I know where I'm supposed to go. So I start walking. Fuck, am I walking? Same thing happens, Pete. Same thing happens. I encounter like the troll things with these weird masks, and he hits me with this big ball, and I die. Spawns me back at the thing.
I think you have a mark. I don't know. I don't remember how the marker system works, but I think you might have like maybe a custom marker place somewhere or just something. I don't know why it. Well, because you're probably not supposed to be wandering into an area where there's enemies that are killing you in one hit.
Well, what pisses me off is that I'm sitting there like, I'm going to go to this marker, and I start walking to it, right? There is Mount Everest in front of me, and I can't walk through the mountains. I can't walk through it. I'm like, I'll just walk around it. Well, the world is so large, you cannot walk around it. These big ass mountains. There's no way. I'm like up in the snow. There's like these snow creatures that come out and kill me. So I'm like, screw it. I'm going to go get a horse and just ride a horse. Well, it says, if you take this horse, you steal the horse in red. Don't steal the horse. Oh, okay. That's fine. Because I wanted to fucking walk on foot anyway. It's just pissing me off more than anything. Because I'm like, how am I supposed to get to where I'm supposed to go? Well, last thing. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go back and talk to this king. He'll tell me where to go again so that I know what city I'm supposed to go to. I know I'm supposed to hire this little horse and carriage, and he'll take me there. I'm sure of it. So I go back up to the castle. Oh, but the king's not there. The throne is empty. Great. No one's around except guards. Like, oh, what are you doing? You need a sword? Talk to the blacksmith. I'm like, no, I don't need a sword. I need to talk to your boss. He's not here. So then I go to the wizard guy. He's in there. Talk to the wizard. And he says, oh, you're supposed to go to... Well, he tells me, whatever it is, he tells me. Like, great, that's it. I get my pen, I write this shit down because I don't want to forget it.
Old school style.
Yeah, with a pen. I write it down. I don't want to mess it up. Cool. I go outside. I run down the stairs, never-ending stairs, all the way down to this horse and carriage. And I say, click, yes, I'd like to hire you. He asks where you want to go. There's those 5 fucking cities that come up. And guess what, guys? The city I'm supposed to go is not on the fucking list.
Okay. So
I am like, I just hit escape, enter, and I fucking just shut the computer off. I don't know what to do. Look, I have an open mind. I want to learn this. Help me.